Hi, welcome to my eclectic channel. My name is Agnès and I make videos for fun. Look at me, I got a big green afro. Today we're listening to one of my favorite French songs. I got a lot of them. But this one brings together two great names in the French singing world, Jean-Jacques Goldman and the younger, though not that young anymore, Fiori and Chrisitne Ricol. While I am going through the song stanza by stanza and giving a good background, it is not a literal translation. So if you want to see the whole lyrics and the translation in English, I have put that in the description of the video. The song opens with a broken-hearted Patrick Fiori. A girl left, he's assuming for someone else, he's wondering why he was not enough, and his big anxiety is that, will he ever know? He's just confused and heartbroken. She left on the piano a note with 4 words on it.
Quatre mots sur un piano, ce qu'elle a laissé. Quatre, c'est autant de trop, je sais compter. Quatre vents sur un passé, mes rêves envolés. Mais qu'aurait donc cet autre que je n'ai? Ne le saurai-je jamais.
The song was composed and written by Jean-Jacques Goldman. I checked to make sure, but I really don't need Wikipedia to know that. It's just pure Jean-Jacques Goldman style. And then the very recognizable voice of Jean-Jacques Goldman. Same thing, heartbroken. But here we understand that it's not just a girl who left. There were 3 people, and 2 are gone from his life, and he's left alone. He's wondering much the same things as Patrick Fiori. He's got a lot of insecurities. He just thinks, well, I just did not know how to love. I did not do the right things. And he also says something else. He says that having to share her just weighed heavily on him.
Quatre, banal, cliché, dénouement funeste. Trois, moins deux qui s'en vont, ça fait moi qui reste. Caresse, égard et baiser, je n'ai pas su faire. La partager me soufflait Lucifer. Depuis je rêve d'enfer.
So as you've picked up by now, I'm sure, this does feature a ménage à trois. The people in the video are actors. They're not the singers. I have strange feelings about the ménage à trois. For those of you who don't know, it's a French term. It is used in English as well, and it refers to a living arrangement where it's 3 people instead of 2. And it's a French. So here's where my strange feelings about it come in. It's a French term, which means we think that it's out of France. Okay, so stereotype big time here. I grew up in France, and it's not a big thing over there, and yet it is a theme in the artistic world. So this is one song of Jean-Jacques Goldman's where it features a ménage à trois. Much earlier than that, he wrote another one, Patois, who was also about a ménage à trois. So maybe that's where people get the idea that it's a common thing. I think it's a heartbreaking situation, and that's why it's often featured in art. But it's not Like, don't go around thinking that's how the French live. And then the delightful voice of Patrick Fiori comes back, and the poor man is confused. He assumes she left for someone else, and he's just perplexed because he loved her so much. He would have done anything for her, and yet she just decided to leave.
Moi j'aurais tout fait pour elle, pour un simple mot que lui donne l'autre que je n'offrirai. Elle était mon vent, mes ailes, ma vie en plus beau. Était-elle trop belle ou suis-je trop sot? N'aime-t-on jamais assez?
Interesting fact, Goldman and Fiori are both descendants of refugees. In the case of Jean-Jacques Goldman, who's older, it was his parents who escaped the genocide of Jews in Poland during World War II. In the case of Patrick Fiori, his father's family escaped the Armenian genocide of the early 20th century in the Ottoman Empire. In the following stanza, both Fiori and Goldman, and they just describe 4 years of being together with that girl. And then Goldman picks up on similar lyrics as Patrick Fiori earlier in the song. Just very, we get the feeling that between the two men, they each felt like they loved her more than the other guy. So something that Fiori had said earlier is that I would have done everything for her. And Goldman picks up and he says the same thing. He would have done everything for her. And again, same feelings of insecurities. Who is she with now? Why did she leave? Why wasn't he good enough?
4 années belles à pleurer, maigre résumé, carte jouée, mais la reine s'est cachée. 4 millions de silences, de regrets qui dansent, les questions, les soupirs et les sentences. Je préférais ces absences. Moi j'aurais tant fait pour elle, pour boire à son eau, que lui donne l'autre que je n'offrirai. Elle était mon vent, mes ailes, ma vie en plus beau. Était-elle trop belle, ou bien ou trop sot? N'aime-t-on jamais assez?
And finally, we get the point of view from the girl. She was in love with both. And one morning, apparently there was a fight, a conversation, and she was asked to choose. And she couldn't. She loved both, and so she left. Now she tells us that, but we also find out what are the 4 words that she left on that note. And all they are: je vous laisse, adieu. I'm leaving you, goodbye. And those poor guys, that's all they have to go on.
Vous étiez ma vie comme la nuit et le jour. Vous deux nouez filiez mon parfait amour. Un matin vous m'avez condamné à choisir. Je ne vous aimais qu'à 2. Je vous laisse, adieu. Choisir serait nous trahir.
And so we're left with those 2 men, with their insecurities, their confusion, and their broken hearts. I'll let the end of the song play. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like.
Mais qu'aurait donc cet autre que je n'ai? Ne le saurai-je jamais? Le partager, me souffler Lucifer. Depuis je rêve d'enfer.